Hello there, good evening and a warm welcome. This is RupEng-News.
A very good evening indeed. I'm Nitya Chandra.
I'm in Raja Surya. The Secretary General of the Commonwealth, Mr. Kamalesh Sharma, has reiterated that the 2013 Commonwealth Heads of State Summit will be held as scheduled in Colombo. This was announced after the Commonwealth Working Committee meeting of foreign ministers held in London. With this announcement, organized attempts made by certain groups to prevent the summit being held in Colombo has ended in failure. 9 foreign ministers attended the Working Committee meeting of Commonwealth ministers held in London. The meeting was chaired by the Bangladesh Foreign Minister Dr. Bipu Moni. A discussion relating to holding the Heads of State Summit in Sri Lanka was not included in the agenda. However, it is reported that this topic is being discussed externally. The Secretary General Kamalesh Sharma has told the media that all countries have agreed to hold the summit in Sri Lanka. He also stated that he cannot see any reason for not holding the summit in Sri Lanka, whilst the Australian Foreign Minister Bob Carr has emphasized that the summit should be held in Sri Lanka. He said that if any attempts are being made not to hold the summit in Sri Lanka, Australia will sternly oppose such a measure. It was reported that Canada and certain non-governmental organizations indulged in the anti-Sri Lanka propaganda activities before the Foreign Ministers' Conference. However, the Secretary General has said that during the Foreign Ministers' sessions, no country held an anti-Sri Lankan stance. Minister Professor G.L. Pieris said that it is happy to note that the conspiracy against Sri Lanka has suffered defeat.
We have every reason to be very pleased with the outcome of the meeting that was held by the Commonwealth Ministerial Action Group in London yesterday. The outcome of that meeting is that there is not the slightest doubt about the fact that the heads of Commonwealth countries will meet in Sri Lanka in November this year. There was a concerted campaign in some quarters to prevent that from happening. This had nothing to do with human rights, it had nothing to do with the love of Sri Lanka or its people, it had to do with the influence of money which was used in abundant measure to influence politicians in some of those countries. And to embark on a course of action that was dictated by elements which have not given up the aims and objectives of the terrorists who were militarily defeated. But what is immensely satisfying is that Sri Lanka was able to explain the true state of affairs to the countries concerned. The vast majority of Commonwealth countries stood firm in their resolve not to be deflected from showing goodwill and support for Sri Lanka. They had no doubt whatsoever that the right thing to do was to go ahead with the meeting in Sri Lanka. Now, the most significant result of this meeting in November is that His Excellency President Mahinda Rajapaksa will assume the leadership of the Commonwealth, which means 54 countries for a period of 2 years. So that is a result which gives us enormous satisfaction that Sri Lanka was able to achieve this diplomatic triumph. But we also need to be mindful of the fact that these forces are continuing to work at their objectives. We have therefore to be vigilant.
In the meantime, the Minister of External Affairs, Professor G.L. Pieris, also informed the Commonwealth Secretary General, Mr. Kamalesh Sharma, that Sri Lanka is ready to hold the Commonwealth Heads of State Summit in Sri Lanka. This was conveyed at a meeting held with the Commonwealth Secretary General in London. The meeting between the Sri Lankan Minister and the Commonwealth Secretary General was held at Marlborough Mansion in London. Professor G.L. Pieris said that necessary arrangements are now being made for holding the summit in November. He has outlined the activities that have been carried out by the government in connection with the hosting of the summit, and he also said arrangements have been made to hold a business forum in Colombo, a youth conference in Hambantota, and a people's session at Dambulla in conjunction with the Heads of State Summit. The minister also informed that Sri Lanka is ready to even hold an international session.
Well, President Mahinda Rajapaksa said that it is the responsibility of all those who love the motherland to safeguard the glorious name of this country. He said that each and everyone should always respectfully represent the motherland. The President made these comments at a meeting held with the Sri Lankan Independent Lawyers Association at Temple Trees yesterday. Representatives from all the provinces attended this meeting. The President said that we should not represent a community or a religion or a party, but should always carry out the duties towards the motherland. The government has launched a huge development process after defeating 3 decades of terrorism. The work carried out by the government so far towards the welfare of the people and the development of the country has not been carried out by any other government in the past. The President said regardless of disrupting activities being planned and carried out by antisocial elements, the government has the strength and determination to march forward. An attempt is being made to espouse communalism and religious conflicts within the country and thereby to destabilize the government's development process. The President pointed out the importance of everyone being vigilant about these activities. Minister Maithripala Sirisena, Basil Rajapaksa, Nimalsiripala De Silva, Professor G.A. Pires, Honorable Priyadarshana Yapa and Pavitra Vanniyarachi also attended this function.
In other local stories, main political parties have made arrangements to commemorate the International Workers' Day. May Day rallies and processions have been organized in Colombo and outstation. The main rally of the United People's Freedom Alliance will be held at Campbell Park in Boralla at 3 p.m. The theme of the rally will be the nation-building May Day rally, and the Mahajan Eksat Peramuna, the Sri Lanka Mahajana Party and the Desha Vimukti Janata Praksha are scheduled to join the UPFA rally. The main procession of the UPFA will start from the Nelumpokuna Mawata at 12 noon and will proceed through the Alexander Filling Station, Horton Place, Army Hospital premises, and will turn left at Vijayarama Road Junction and proceed through Elvetigala Mawata to Buralla Junction and reach Campbell Park via Baseline Road. The Sri Lanka Mahajana Party procession that will begin from Whitepitya in Maradana and Desha Vimukti Janata Party procession will join the UPFA main procession at Buralla Junction. The Mahajan Eksat Peramuna procession will join the UPFA procession at Senanayaga Junction by coming through Kota Road in Boralla. The United National Party has decided to hold 3 May Day rallies. The main commemoration function will be held at the party headquarters at Sirikota at 8:30 a.m. The procession, the rally will be held together with United Opposition, will be held in Kurunagala town under the leadership of party leader at 3 p.m. The procession that will be organized together with the Youth Front and the National Estate Workers Union will start at 3 p.m. from the Clock Tower Junction at Badulla under the leadership of Tissa Tanaka. The procession of the Janata Vimukti Peramuna will start at 12 noon from SDS Jayasingha grounds in Dehiwala and the rally will be held at BRC grounds in Timbrigasyaya. The National Freedom Front procession will start from around St. John's College in Demaragala at 10 a.m. and the rally will be held at PD Sirisena grounds at 2 p.m. The Left May Day procession from the Shalika grounds in Colombo and the rally will be held at the Lalita Tulatmudali grounds in Kirlapana. The May Day rally of the Ceylon Workers' Party will be held near the A.E. Gunasinghe statue in Petta at 11 a.m. The procession of the United Socialist Party and its affiliated organizations will start at 2 p.m. from the premises of government stores in Meetotamulla and the rally will be held at Kuskas Junction in Grand Pass at 4 p.m. The Upcountry People's Front has also organized a May Day procession and it will start at 3 p.m. from the Tea Research Institute Stadium in Talawakale. The National Workers' Front and the National Workers' Union will commemorate May Day near the Talawakale bus stand at 10 a.m. The May Day rally of the Ceylon Workers' Congress will be held in Nuwara town at 10 a.m. The May Day rally of the National Estate Workers' Party will be held at 11 a.m. in Talawakale town, whilst the May Day rally of the July Workers United Organization will be held at the Public Library Auditorium in Colombo at 9 a.m.
Well, the government has decided to purchase the medicines required by the country from Bangladesh. It will be implemented upon signing of the relevant memoranda of associations. Minister Maithripala Sirisena met the Bangladeshi Prime Minister and the health and medicinal authorities of the country recently to discuss on the matter. The meeting between Minister Maithripala Sirisena and the Bangladesh Prime Minister Mrs. Sheikh Hasina was held at the Prime Minister's official residence in Dhaka. The Minister also handed over a message from President Mahinda Rajapaksa to the Bangladesh Prime Minister. The Minister told her that since there is a free medical service in Sri Lanka, it is ahead of other countries in certain sectors of the medical field. He said that this position will be safeguarded in the future as well. The Bangladesh Prime Minister told the minister that she highly appreciates the free health and educational policies being implemented in Sri Lanka. She said as a middle-income earning country, it is not an easy task to implement these two services free of charge. The Bangladesh Prime Minister said that Sri Lankan government has overcome these challenges. Certain companies that accept tenders for the supply of medicine do not supply medicine at the required time and of required quantities. Therefore, the government has decided to purchase medicine from Bangladesh as an alternative to these problems.
In the meantime, under the Hakmana Town Development Project, several temples in the area will be renovated at a cost of over 200 million rupees. Under the Lassana Hakmana program, several development projects are being implemented throughout the Hakmana electorate. In conjunction with this, a program of renovating schools and temples in the electorate under the instructions of President Mahinda Rajapaksa has also been launched. 14 ancient temples in the area will be renovated under the program, and the renovation work includes construction of new buildings within the temple premises and construction of access roads, while the Civil Defence Force contributes labour for these activities. The Chief of Presidential Staff, Gamini Senrath, inspected the renovation activities being carried out under the program. He also inspected the renovation of schools as well, and Mr. Senrath attended a Bodhi Puja at the Kabiliyapola Viharaya in Hakmana. President Mahinda Rajapaksa paid his last respects to the body of late Pradeshya Sabha Chairman of Putlam Diluk Sisira Patirage. He was passed away following a vehicle accident at Daduroya in Chilao on the 25th of this month. The President visited the residence of Sisira Patirage this evening. The late Mr. Patirage was 30 years of age and father of 4 children. The late Mr. Patirage contested for the Putlam Pradeshya Sabha in the local government elections held in 2002 and became a member of the Putlam Pradeshya Sabha. After that, he was elected to the post of chairman of Putlam Pradeshya Sabha on 2 occasions. Minister Priyanka Rajaratne and several other people's representatives also paid their last respects to the body of late Mr. Patirage. The funeral will be held at 4 p.m. tomorrow at the Madurankolya Public Cemetery. And the appeal court judge, Mrs. Rohini Marasinghe, takes oaths as a Supreme Court judge. Mrs. Rohini Marasinghe took oaths as a Supreme Court judge in front of President Mahinda Rajapaksa at Temple Trees today. The Secretary to the President, Lalit Veeratunga, was also present on this occasion.
Well, academia point out that a common program devoid of party politics should be implemented to provide solutions to the power problem. This was emphasized at a debate of academia held in Colombo today on the subject of electricity tariff revision. The debate, organized by the National Council of Academia, was held at the Library Auditorium in Colombo.
UMP
parliamentarian Harsha De Silva said that if electricity is generated by using waste material, a unit will cost 26 rupees and 50 cents. By this tender method, it can be produced for 22 rupees a unit. These are things that should be taken into consideration. He said that he is not ready to discuss about privatization. Minister Patali Champika Ranawaka said although the water is available freely, machinery for producing hydropower should be maintained, and hence the cost of generating electricity through hydropower systems amounts to 2 rupees and 45 cents. A litre of diesel costs 121 rupees and it can produce only 4 units of electricity. Accordingly, a unit cost of electricity by fuel amounts to 30 rupees. If each hydropower unit is supplied with each diesel power generated unit, the cost will amount to 28 rupees. UMP parliamentarian Harsha De Silva said that all the government should take responsibility for this situation. He said the major part of the Mahavalley was done in 1980s. The parliament said that during the United National Party government they had setbacks with coal power plants. He said they accept the mistakes and they do not deny it. Mr. Patali Champika Ranawaka said that the wrongdoers must be identified where it had not been properly managed. He said that a wide discussion about this devoid of party consideration should be carried out.
On a lighter note, a Korea-Sri Lanka cultural event under the patronage of First Lady Madam Shiranti Rajapaksa was held at Nelumpokuna Mahinda Rajapaksa Performance Theatre for enhancing diplomatic relations between the two countries. The Korean ambassador in Sri Lanka, John Moon Choi, also attended the function. The cultural event was jointly organized by the Korean Embassy in Colombo and the Ministry of Culture and Arts in connection with the first anniversary of President Mahinda Rajapaksa's state visit to Korea. A globally popular Korean dance team, Jinjo Crew and Queen Band, performed at the event. It is relevant to mention at this moment that a Korean teledrama dubbed in Sinhala as Sujata Diyani became very popular among Sri Lankan television viewers recently.
Special cultural extravaganza.
A group of rehabilitated LTT cadres performed religious rites at Sivam Kovil in Kol. About 400 rehabilitated former LTT cadres participated in these religious rites and they were received on arrival by the Chief Minister of the Southern Province, San Vijayalal de Silva.
Well, journalist Mangala Janaka, who held the position of Media Secretary in several ministries, has passed away at the age of 46. Mangala Janaka, who was born on the 6th of May 1967, received his education in the Valimada and Bandaravela Central Colleges. He functioned from 1998 until his death as the Media Secretary of the Minister S.B. Dissanayaka. He suffered from a disease related to the lungs. He is a father of 2 children. The body is lying in state at his house at 206 Samanala Mawatha, Uyandana in Kurnagala. The funeral will be held on Monday at the Kurnagala Public Cemetery.
A very good evening to you. I'm Sharifa Tahir with the latest on sports. In the Inter-Schools Rugby Tournament match played between Dharmaraja and Kingswood Colleges of the Kandy Dharmaraja College became victorious. The match was played at Bogambara grounds yesterday. In the first half, the Dharmaraja College scored 21 points, which included 3 tries. Kingswood College scored 12 runs in the first half, which included 1 try. In the second half, Dharmaraja College increased their score to 33 points, which included 4 penalty kicks. The Kingswood College obtained only 24 points. Accordingly, Dharmaraja College won the match by 33 to 24. In the meantime, the Kolkata Knight Riders team defeated the Kings 11 Punjab team in a match of the IPL cricket tournament played at Kolkata Eden Gardens yesterday. The Kings 11 Punjab team, batting first, scored 149 runs with a loss of 6 wickets in their scheduled 20 overs. Manan Vohra scored 31 and Adam Gilchrist scored 27 runs. Jack Callis took 2 wickets. The Kolkata Knight Riders reached the target in 18.2 overs with a loss of 4 wickets. MS Bisla scored 51 runs, Ian Morgan 42 runs and Jack Callis 37 runs. Asar Mahmood took 3 wickets. The man of the match was Jack Callis. And finally on sports, the Sri Lankan under-19 school cricket team touring Bangladesh, participating in the 5 one-day match series, won the 4th match today and levelled the series by 2 each. Sri Lanka won the rain-affected 4th match played in Manipur today by 6 wickets. Bangladesh, batting first, scored 244 runs. Sri Lanka in return scored 200 for 4 wickets in 9.2 overs, and the match was stopped due to rain and Sri Lanka was given the victory under Duckworth and Lewis method. It is significant that Sri Lankan batsman Sandun Virakudi scored 42 runs and in 16 deliveries, which included 6 fours and 2 sixes. Karnaratne scored 49, not out.
Good night.
Good night.